With the economy collapsing quicker than my last relationship, getting a job is now a top priority. That is while a job still exists to be had. But how do you get one? How can you stand out above the rest of the candidates and earn enough money to fund your rampant drug addiction? Well, stay tuned. Welcome to DanWhiteWeird, and today I'll be revealing how to get a job. Finding a job, it's a nightmare, and it's only becoming worse with the government expecting unemployment to rise significantly in the next 12 months. But don't panic, you've come to the right place, I can assure you. You're now listening to the guy who failed an interview at McDonald's when he was 16. It haunts me, it really does, but that there is a good story for another time. And yes, that was a Star Wars sequels quote. We're sinking that low. Getting a job starts with a basic search for first exactly what you'd like to do. Then a mass dumbing down of something actually available to do. And then further again until you end up at the bottom of the ladder, working somewhere you'll probably moan about for the next 2 years of your tenure before finally quitting in a drunken moment of clarity to then repeat the whole process all over again. God, how much fun. I can't wait to begin. Of course, there is always that one shady advert that says you'll earn at least £30,000 per year on target earnings, but when you show up to the interview, it soon becomes clear you'll be knocking on old pensioners' doors, trying to sell them stair lifts, solar panels, and 5G antennas for the master race. If you have a degree, you're in luck. I personally have a degree in music, so hopefully soon I'll be in luck. Anyway, well, if you yourself have a degree in the arts, smile and wave. It's one hell of a journey. One hell of a jobless journey. You could, of course, work recruitment, but nobody wants to do that. When you finally find the ideal job or something you think won't be all that bad, it's time to send off a CV. The CV, a desperate plea for work that must be worded in a way that suggests you actually care. When we all know you couldn't really give a shit. Let's make a CV together now, covering all the basics. To do this, I've left labels for us to fill in together, but of course on your CV, leave these ones out. So, first things first, the name. I think we'll call ourselves Bill Ding. That will really grab the attention of the interviewer. Is this guy for real? Is he serious? Does he have a door and 4 windows? Who knows? The address. Now I think we'll put 221B Baker Street, London, NW1 6XE. Yes, that's a highbrow joke. If you got that, you must be highly familiar with the works of Rick and Morty. If you didn't, then you can blame me because I did write this script. Okay, we'll need a phone number. Of course, to really stand out, you could add in your personal fax number. I'm under the impression that we need to bring it back. Faxes need love, everyone was caring for them in the 90s, and now we've just discarded them like a puppy that we didn't want at Christmas. That's not the way you need to treat faxes. Imagine that we had a little fax machine built into our phones, like they're all printing out, pictures of illicit material. I don't know what people send on phones. Well, I do. It wouldn't be slide into my DMs. It would more be slide into my fax machine. Bang! It might hurt your hip, but it would be hip. It would hurt your hip, but it would be hip. Yes, these jokes are really, really coming today. Next, you'll need your date of birth, and much like my Tinder profile, I think I'll knock a few years off that. Look at me, how old am I? I don't remember, I'm that old, I can't remember. But this is a bad year, it's been one of my worst years since the biblical flood, as far as I remember. So put your date in there, and of course you can add an optional picture. Now, whenever an opportunity comes for me to add a picture of this wondrously smiley face, I've got to do it. So we'll pop that in there now. Spendiferous. For anyone asking, that is me there at age 14. I was certainly cleaning up in high school. Then we'll want a brief personal statement that will entice our employer. So let's see. This mainly consists of lies. I'm hardworking. I love people. I'm a successful YouTuber. Things like that. Next on this list, you'll have your past work history. Now, if you've never worked anywhere in your life and the only job you find yourself doing is unpacking the dishwasher when your mum gets a little rowdy, you'll need to fill in this section with some of the incredible things you've done throughout your life thus far. Things like rescuing the local cat from a tree, meow, volunteering in a care home, oh dearie, listening to a DJ Khaled song and actually enjoying it.
Another one.
No, I'm fine, thank you. Of course, if you have worked jobs before, it's best to put them in now. When I was younger, I was a cleaner, and that's actually not a joke. The real joke was leaving and going to work in retail for the next 8 years. Life really does have a great sense of humour. Oh, God, retail. I remember it well. People stealing wine, people stealing cheese, people stealing my will to live. Of course, word your experience in a manner that is attractive to any potential employers. Customer service roles, dealing with people's shit. Finally, you've come to the last section of the document, and that is past educational experience. This divides the boys from the men, the weak from the strong. Now, I'm in the UK, so we have a thing here called GCSEs, then A-levels, and then a bachelor's degree, and finally a master's. And if you're super smart, a PhD. That's standing for very smart. It makes sense to clever people, apparently. That is a really bad joke. My educational journey is long and sprawling, much like that of my own arms and legs. I always wanted to be a train driver, so I got an A in French, and I'm still not a train driver. I got a D in maths, so retook that and got a C. People always said, Dan, you never live up to your potential. So now I make YouTube videos. That there completes our CV, a wondrous document we can send off to employers, much like adding bait to a hook. Someone will bite, most likely Gary from sales, who has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but who actually gets paid to hire people, so really couldn't give a rat's ass about what you do or do not like, and would much rather hire you for some oddball company so he can get his commission check and move on. That was a hard take, thank you very much. And with that, we can print it off and begin to send it out to potential employers. And that completes part 1 of this video on how to get a job. You've got your CV, you'll be sending that off to people you want to work for, you really want to work for, like scanning groceries. I mean, when I was younger, I used to have a little set and used to scan groceries, and why? And then once you've done that, you'll get a response and you'll get onto the interview stage. And that, my friends, is where part 2 of this video will come into play. So print off your CVs now and get them sent out, and stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be giving you all the interview techniques you'd ever need and how to nail that job interview and get the job of your dreams. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Dan White. This has been Weird, DanWhiteWeird. If you like this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you here again soon. Thank you very much for watching.